Hi beauts, welcome back to another video. So today we're talking about SLGs. Yes, SLGs. They can either be your best friend or your worst enemy financially. I'd love to talk about SLGs right now because I feel like whereas we're kind of in the quarantine situation, I would figure that a lot of us would be buying more SLGs than usual. Given the current situation, we can't necessarily be taking our big, luxurious spacious bags out with us because nobody wants to be getting sanitizer on our precious handbags, correct? I'm finding, even myself personally, I'm steering more to a lot of SLGs recently, and I wasn't really necessarily like an SLG person prior to this. Okay, like don't get me wrong, I did love an SLG moment, but I've purchased so many different SLGs recently that I'm just like, what is going on, honestly? And I feel like I'm not going to be the only one in this situation. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But of course, if you're new to my channel, then hi, hello, how are you? I'm Adila. Nice to meet you. If you're not yet subscribed, then honestly, I don't really know what you're thinking. We can definitely take the time to subscribe right now. Yeah, go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you for coming back. I appreciate you also. SLGs. Are they worth it? I would say yes, and I would say no. SLGs are definitely worth it depending on the piece. My current favorite SLG right now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this, is the mini pochette. I have the mini pochette in the monogram print. I did bring her with me today. It is this little cutie right here. This SLG, for me at the moment, is one of my favorite ones. Now, I would highly recommend this SLG because it's so versatile, okay? You literally get your money's worth out of this SLG. I honestly underestimated this SLG before I got it. I kind of wanted it because it was cute, but I didn't really know how good this piece was going to be. So in terms of SLGs, something like this mini pochette is so handy and definitely worth your money. Like, I liked it before, but my love for it increased and my want for it increased in quarantine because I just needed the perfect little bag to use right now. My point here is that I feel SLGs can be a really good idea depending on the need that you have them for. I would definitely say if you're someone that buys SLGs, buy the SLG for a purpose, for a reason. Don't just be buying SLGs because the price allows you to be a bit more comfortable with it. One of the main disadvantages of buying SLGs is you don't really have a purpose for it. So you buy the SLG, be it a SLG that is a key holder or a key pouch, key clasp, or all the way over to like a toiletry 19, 15, 26, you name it. You can end up getting in this rut of just buying SLGs because they're easily attainable in terms of cost. So you think, you know what, rather than spending X amount on this bag over here, I'm going to get this SLG. And once you get one SLG, a love for SLGs kind of grows and you end up, okay, I'll just buy this one, and then I'll buy this one, and then, oh, actually, this one's kind of cute, I'll buy that one too. Before you know it, you could have actually bought that bag that you were hesitant to buy because of the price. You could combine all those SLGs and gain a bigger bag that you can use, and it would probably last you longer, to be honest. It's not even necessarily a situation where you end up using the SLGs all the time. Like, I feel like you can buy them, they can just sit there because you don't have a purpose. You don't have a reason as to why I wanted this SLG other than the fact that it's cute. I feel like I'm learning personally right now to kind of, something can be cute and it's fine. Like, you can stay over there and be cute. I don't need to have it. One example of that is, I'm going to say it. The NARS Nano. The NARS Nano. Let me remind you what that is. This one. And I just have a little bit of, like ribbon, the Christmas ribbon from last year, tied on the handle to protect the fichetta because I feel like the bandeau is a little bit too big for this. It's too long, so it just looks awkward. But anyways, this NARS Nano. Now don't get me wrong, I love it. I do. I think it's one of the cutest pieces that I actually own. Do I need it? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't need it. The fact is, I am okay with it because I kind of knew that before I bought it. So I didn't buy it and then kind of feel like at a loss afterwards, because I honestly haven't really found a purpose for this. Actually, it's actually housing my other SLGs currently. I keep it on the vanity and I put my key holder in there, my card holder, that type of thing. Purely that's the reason that I'm using this right now. Like, I'm not using it for makeup at the moment or any lipsticks or anything like that, just because I just don't see the point. But back to my point is I didn't have a purpose for this when I bought it. I literally bought it because it was just so cute, and I still think it is cute. It's not that I don't, I still do, and I still love it, but I still do stare at it and I'm thinking, like, what am I going to use you for? Like, what's your purpose? What are you here for? And this rounded up was $800. For somebody else's situation, if you didn't think it through, you could end up in a situation where you actually regret buying that piece. You end up selling it. Sometimes, depending on the piece, you could, like, you know, lose money on it. And of course, I'll be keeping my Nano because, well, I still think she's cute. So yes, that's definitely something to note when you're thinking about SLGs. Don't just be buying when you don't know the reason why you want it. I also feel like when we have price increases, of course, we have the panic buying that happens. Now, you have two types of people, I feel. You either panic buy and buy that handbag you've kind of been umming and ahhing, you've been putting it off, or you have another type of person who will think, oh shoot, like, I'm just gonna go buy those SLGs that I've been thinking about. And you just add a bunch of SLGs in your cart. Panic situation just makes you click, click, click and check out. And it's not a nice feeling. It's not nice to panic buy. Always be on top of your wish list. Like, seriously, because when the panic buying situation happens, your judgment is just thrown off. You know, you need to be able to think clearly when we're purchasing luxury. It's just one thing to avoid, because SLGs are very easily attainable compared to other higher ticket items. Another SLG that I kind of bought multiple of is the 4-key holder. Now, the funny thing is, I don't actually have a lot of keys. I don't. How many keys do I have in here? Let's see. I have 4 keys in here. Like, you know, like door keys. And that's it. That's it. I have my car keys, of course. I have 2 cars. So I have 2 car keys, which is why I want the 6-key holder to hold those ones. But the 4-key holder, I actually have in 3 different versions. And it's like, well, why? Why do you need 3 different versions? Well, I can, because they're like $200 each, so why not? That's $750 pre-tax, so let's do tax. The amount of 4-key holders that I own, I could get a niece Nano for that. Or something else. Like, I'm just saying, like, these type of items, or the key class, or a card holder, multiple card holders, we can own so many of them because it's only $200, right? But the fact is, over time, it all adds up. I think that is the most important thing to learn about SLGs. They are, of course, a perfect piece if you are somebody who can't attain the bigger ticket items right away and you really, really want a piece of luxury, then of course go for it. You know, get a toiletry 26, turn it into a crossbody bag, whatever suits your needs. But I'm talking about if you do have a goal to get a bigger ticket item, you know, a handbag that costs a little bit more, or way much more really, than the SLGs, then just keep on saving. Do not let the Instagram mini SLG frenzy throw you off, because it happens, trust me. I see these things all day, every day. And some of them are just so cute. The way that some people style them as well, it's like, oh, I really want that. The wear and tear on some of these SLGs as well is a little bit upsetting. Yes, again, in terms of luxury, how much did you spend on it? It wasn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it still is a lot. But the thing is, it's because we desensitize ourselves from the value amount. Because when you're thinking about luxury, well, I mean, a bag cost $3,000. This cost $200. Desensitizes the actual dollar amount of what we're spending. SLGs, of course, we tend to use them a little bit more loosely. Wear and tear on them is kind of major. It's a major situation. I do think that buying an SLG in canvas is better than buying an SLG in leather, depending on how you are planning on using it. The YSL, the Gucci card holders, you know, that type of thing, they kind of fray apart quite quickly, unfortunately. I don't know, well, that was just in my experience. I mean, I will probably buy another YSL card holder because I want one that's beige. I know I don't need it though. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I want it because it's beige, but do you need it? No, I really don't. Like, how many card holders do I need, seriously? And that's the thing. It's like, I challenge you to total up all the SLGs that you own, okay? Add it up, including the tax, if you can, remember. Comment the total amount that you have currently spent on SLGs. And let us just have a conversation in the comments below. I want to know, are you somebody who just collects SLGs and you're happy and you're kind of okay with the amount that you've spent so far on them? Or are you someone who kind of got caught up in the accessibility of SLGs and now you're like, I'd love to kind of have a giggle with you guys, and maybe not even have a giggle, like maybe for some of you it's actually a sore spot, because it can happen, especially if you don't have the funds as flexible as that to kind of just chuck around to a whole bunch of SLGs. As I said before, SLGs can range, you know, $100 all the way through to $1,400, $1,700. And if you're going to a fashion house like Chanel, you can get the mini vanity for, you know, these type of prices that some of them, I don't know. I wanted to talk to you guys about the SLG situation because I caught myself. I had to catch myself. I had to stop myself. I'm like, look, I'm not really buying any big bags right now because I can't even take them anywhere. And I've just been indulging in SLGs. I haven't even unboxed most of the SLGs that I've bought because they're kind of just sitting there because I just feel like what are you doing? So I wanted to see if anybody else is feeling this way. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely give it a thumbs up. If you are Looks Obsessed, and of course this is a channel for you, if you didn't already know that, definitely subscribe, okay? Follow me on Instagram. Right now, I actually have a giveaway that I'm doing. Now that you know, I can tell you about it. For the mini pochette in the monogram print and the mini pochette damier ebene. Not that mini pochette, that's mine, so sorry, can't have that. But I have another one that is for you guys. I have teamed up with a couple of ladies over on Instagram, and we are gifting those two items to 2 lucky winners. So definitely head over to my Instagram, and I have a post on the giveaway. I'll put it up here so you know what you're looking for. Definitely join in. It's going to be fun. It's open up until September 4th. I mean, it's pretty exciting to gift you guys these items because they're very hard to get, as most of you know. So definitely head over there and join in on that one. That's going to be it. I will see you guys in the next video. But if you haven't had enough, then definitely click this video right here, or maybe this one over here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, bye.